Hi guys, it's Barnaby for Spurred On. Here I am at the Stadio Football. I don't know what it's called, so I've just called it Stadio Football in Fiorentina. More importantly, it's the Europa League last 32 clash, Fiorentina versus Spurs. This is the live team news reaction video. I think we've all been waiting with bated breath to see which team Mauricio Pochettino would put out today. Obviously, you're sitting second in the league, doing really well. Got the cup game on Sunday. People kind of wondering whether we should play a strong team or not. It's an interesting team, let me tell you what it is. It's Michel Vorm in goal, of course, because Hugo Lloris has a shoulder injury that's ruled him out for a week at least. At right back, Kieran Trippier comes back in for Kyle Walker. Centre backs are the same, Toby Alderweireld and Kevin Wimmer. And then at left back, Ben Davies. Now in front of those two, it is Tom Carroll, and Ryan Mason comes in his first match back from injury as captain. And then in front of them we've got Christian Eriksen, Dele Alli plays, and Nacer Chadli plays up front with Son just behind as well. So what do I think about that team? I think it's exactly what he's been doing in the Europa League all year, kind of splitting the difference but keeping strong players up the field to try and get goals, especially away from home. Obviously Harry Kane isn't starting, he's on the bench. Let me read you the bench. It's Luke McGee, Danny Rose, Kyle Walker, Moussa Dembele, Eric Dyer, Josh Onomah and Harry Kane. Interestingly, I do think this is the first time I can remember for a while that Eric Dyer hasn't played. I did wonder whether he'd drop back into centre defence and maybe he'd rest Toby Alderweireld. But I think it's a good thing he's keeping Toby and Kevin Wimmer together to build on their partnership that has started so strongly. So we're going to play, it'll be Nacer Chadli or Heung-min Son up front. I've got a feeling that Son might start up front with Chadli out wide left, but they can of course interchange. I think this game will be won and lost in midfield like most games are though, and it'll be very interesting to see how Ryan Mason and Tom Carroll do in there. My guess would be that Tom Carroll will probably sit more in the Eric Dyer role, but he's not really a natural enforcer, so it'll be interesting to see how that works. Fortunately, playing against an Italian team which will be mostly possession, it won't be too physical, so I don't think he'll be having to jump for second balls to try and win them. It'll be more of a possession-based game, so that could suit him really well. Glad to see Kieran Trippier back in the team after last game he played was at home to Watford where he scored the winner, and he will obviously provide chances getting down the flank, getting crosses in, which is his forte really, a fantastic crosser of the football. I think people will be wondering about Michel Vorm. He's going to be playing a couple of games in a row now. He knows this is a big time for him. Don't know how long this Hugo Lloris injury is going to be, hopefully no more than a week. So Vorm, obviously a great goalkeeper, great shot stopper. His distribution is excellent, but we do know he's got a clanger in him, as shown last year against Leicester in the Cup. So let's hope that's out of his game. He's played well the last few times he's played for Spurs. Let's hope that carries on. Predictions, it's going to be interesting. Definitely want to get an away goal. I think that's pretty important. Fiorentina, they've lost quite a lot of their best players. They sold in the summer, they changed their manager, but they are having a good season. I think they're second or third in Serie A at the moment. It's by no means going to be easy. Not many Fiorentina fans going to turn up, a lot of Spurs fans here, so hopefully we can make that atmosphere